as we've heard, almost 200 people have been arrested by Turkish authorities over allegations of poor construction. Let's speak to Bilgehan Ozturk, a researcher at the think tank SETA Foundation, who joins us now from Ankara. Good to have you with us, Bilgehan. Hundreds of people are being investigated, aren't they, over accusations of poor construction work, poor developments, hundreds of thousands of buildings collapsed in the earthquakes. What do you make of the pace of the investigation into poor construction?
Well, this has been extremely challenging job for everyone because of the enormity of the earthquakes, the enormity of the destruction. Whether or not the pace of the work is up to scratch, it's yet to be determined. Because on the one hand, it has to be done very quickly, but at the same time, all the resources are at the same time, preoccupied and channeled into lifting the rubbles and cleaning up work. So I'm not sure whether we are in a position to judge the sanity or the pace of the process. Whatever we have been through, the earthquakes, the aftermath of the earthquakes have been challenging in every respect. That's why I don't feel comfortable to judge the quality or the pace of the process being done.
What about the end result, though? Do you think the investigations and the arrests are going to lead to a significant change in construction standards in Turkiye? And how important is that going to be for people?
I think this will generate certain changes in the future building codes. Yes, there are building codes. The construction codes are already in place, but whether they have been fully implemented is another question. Is another concern. And if something else is also performed in this process, I can then confidently say that in the future these buildings and constructions will be made much more in a much more sound way. The problem is in a country where earthquakes are quite widespread, I have to admit that the legal aspect is not fully fledged in terms of the specificity of the legal codes and legal implementations when it comes to earthquakes. So maybe the greatest lesson out of this the twin earthquakes must be that Turkiye has to bring about specialized codes for earthquake, specialized earthquake codification, because we know that certain issues are very, very important in certain countries. If the country is quite familiar with natural disasters, certain expertise is developed, and certain experts course and expert laws are developed. So this is what is needed in Turkey. I have to say that yes, there are people are being arrested for potential wrongdoings or negligence, but at the same time, the legal imperfectness providing them the space to pin the blame the others too. So a contractor that is arrested is really saying that, why are you after me? Am I the only one to blame for any wrongdoing? Because this is a joint work. There are different phases. There are different components in a building, like a production line in a factory. There is the iron component. There is the cement component. There is the geophysicist component. So you are accusing me for malpractice. But what about the wrongdoings or negligence of other components? So in that sense, these contractors in a way have a point when there is no full-fledged definition and culpability before the law. They have this loophole to accuse or speculate the culpability of others too. So I believe the most important lesson and the most important task in this process is developing and codifying a fully fledged, criminal or specialized earthquake law, and at the same time specialized earthquake courts to deal with the cases of wrongdoings and negligence.
Thank you very much for your analysis there, Bilgehan Ozturk from the SETA Foundation.